What is up, guys? How's it going? It's a chilly day. I'll tell you that much. We got more snow overnight. Happy Friday. Today we're going to be talking about it's a study that got forwarded to me that I thought was kind of interested, and so I dove into it a little bit more. So it's something we're going to talk about today. It's just trying to get my email here. It's from Atlas Veterans. They're doing a co-joint study with Veterans Affairs. Now this is only open to Canadian veterans, obviously. It's open to Canadian spouses, partners, and adult children 18 and plus of Canadian veterans and RCMP veterans as well. We'll dive into that more after. I just think it's a very neat study that's going on right now that could have some good implications for veterans. At least it's a good step in the right direction, I say. As well, we'll take a look at some Steam sales that are going on right now, the winter Steam sales. Primarily just the Souls-like ones that I'm interested in, stuff I got, like Sekiro's probably the lowest it's been in a long time. Same with Liza P, Night Rain's on sale. We'll take a look at a few of them. And we'll just, as usual, shoot shit. Weekend plans, what's going on. Not much, because, we got more snow. And they're calling for more, I think. So I don't know. But guys, if you are a veteran or spouse of a veteran or an adult child of a veteran of either the Canadian Armed Forces or RCMP, I do have a link in the description that you can check out to do that survey. It's about 30 minutes roughly. But like I said, we'll go into that a little bit more. Maybe we can talk to it right now. Why not? Let's get it out of the way, because to me, I think it's an important topic. Basically, I'm just gonna go read off the blurbs from their website and whatnot. The why. Traditional research often stops at the veteran. This is a study that acknowledges that if a veteran is struggling with night terrors, hyper-vigilance, or insomnia, the spouse and children are also living through the same experience. It's about sleep equity for the whole family, which I can definitely see. I know when I'm not sleeping well, when I'm moving around a lot, I know my wife will definitely tell me. She'll let me know that I'm not, I didn't have a good sleep. And I know I didn't have a good sleep. The goal of this study is the data collected will be used to create specific sleep health toolkits and influence Veterans Affairs Canada to provide better family-centric support services. Who can join? I've already said it's going to be it's open to spouses, partners, adult children 18 plus of CAF and RCMP veterans. It's a 30-minute online survey, and they want to hear from everyone, even if you think you have fine sleep. I always say if someone says they're fine, they're probably not fine. But anyway, they want to try to establish at least a baseline as well and trying to understand what a healthy routine is for a family. Because let's be honest, lack of sleep is definitely can affect you and your family, and it can affect your parenting. I mean, as a stay-at-home dad, there's days where I get up and I lay in bed for 20-30 minutes. I'm getting better now. Usually I get up right away and I try to do something and distance myself from my bed, so I'm not just laying there and associating no sleep to the bed. So then usually what I'll do is I'll get up, go downstairs, read, maybe watch some highlights, sports highlights, go sit outside on the gazebo patio, something like that. But of course then that affects me in the morning, because now I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep, and I have to get up. I have to get the kids ready for school, do laundry, do the normal day-to-day stuff, you know what I mean? But now I'm doing it on reserves some days. So it'd be nice to see what the study actually does, what comes from it. Something I'm going to be following, because I know as a veteran, I definitely I struggle from sleep, and I know a lot of veterans can speak for the same. And if they don't, they're lying. But we'll talk more about that after, if anyone has any questions about that. I don't know all the story on it. I just kind of know what I've been sent and what I've kind of looked into it on my own. I think personally it should be something good. I'll be doing the study here later. I'll be doing the survey shortly after this. I was going to do it before stream, but then I was like, I want to wait and just... I'm tired. I don't want to do it right now, although it's probably the best time to do it. Up next, guys, like I said, we're going to talk about Steam sales. If you're snowed in like I am and you want to play some Souls-like games like I play, Elden Ring right now is $29.99 Canadian. It's probably the lowest it's been since launch. Liza P, about $40 Canadian, which is just in time. Like we talked about yesterday, they have the current winter festival carnival thing going on, so perfect time to buy it. These are all on Steam, guys. Remember, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's $30. According to this article, it rarely ever goes below 50%, so it's currently at 50%. So if you haven't played Sekiro, jump on it. Kingdom Come Deliverance II, Game of the Year contender for this year. It's $30. Ooh, 50% off actually. I might have to. I might look into that. Lowest ever price for the sequel. Wow. Okay. Dark Souls 3, the deluxe edition, which includes like the DLC Ash of Arendelle and Ring City, is $43 Canadian roughly. 9 Souls, it's about $18 Canadian. Those are the main ones I've looked at. Most of them I already own except for Kingdom Come and 9 Souls. So I might pick up 9 Souls. I mean, $18, that's not bad. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are checking out anything on there. Let me know. Anything that I may have not seen. There's definitely some good sales on there though. But yeah, that's kind of the main things I wanted to talk about today, other than the normal shit. You know, we're sitting outside in minus, it's not too bad today. I think it's like minus 20 something. The wind's blowing a little bit, as you can see. Out and in. But other than that, it's not too bad. I mean, I got my little heater, got my tea, and I'm sheltered from the wind. So what more could you ask for? This weekend, I mean, it's the weekend before Christmas, right? So not much stuff planned. We're gonna probably do the Christmas light scene again. There's a house not too far from us that does the National Lampoon Christmas lights every year with like the camper out front, and like it looks like the front of the house is pretty cool. If I can get some pictures and videos this year, I'll share them with you guys. What else we do? I think we're trying to plan a game night this weekend. Just all the family do something. I don't know, some kind of game. We'll figure something out. Appetizers, the whole nine. I mean, really, that's it. I mean, last minute prep for Christmas. You know, stay at home dad. I'm a man, so you know I'm leaving everything to the last minute. For the most part, though, we have everything good to go. The only gifts left to get are like stocking stuffers, maybe, and even then, I think we have that settled. That's a shout out to my wife, who is on the ball with that every day, every year. She finds all the little deals, the things that I would just buy and not fret over the cost of, and then wonder why I'm broke later. So thank you, love. Thank you, babe. I love you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, last weekend before Christmas, it honestly doesn't feel like Christmas though, to me anyway. I don't know. Something definitely feels off. Or maybe it just hasn't hit yet. I don't know. We'll see. But as usual, guys, you know, I'm just kind of doing my thing before our coffee, before my tea is ready, or before the laundry's ready. That's all we really have today. I gotta figure out a way to do, to like, even play a game while I do this sometimes, maybe. But yeah. Maybe a short one today, because, you know, it's kind of chill. I'm sure my topics aren't very out there for a lot of the people that usually tune in. But it was a topic that I thought was important to bring up, because it's the first like major Canadian study, like co-led study in a way, like that's veteran specific, focusing on sleep, family sleep patterns, which is, or health anyway, sleep health, which I think is important, especially, I mean, I can relate, and I'm hoping I can get this out to other Canadian veterans or RCMP veterans or anyone out there. I mean, and their family. Remember, it's for the family as well. Which I think is good. I like that VAC is kind of moving, or at least potentially going to be expanding their policies to support not just veteran centric, but veteran family centric. Which, I mean, they already do for the most part. Like my wife is covered, my kids are covered for like anything that is affecting them that's related to my service or related to me in general. I guess let's be honest. But I know there's definitely more they could do. But I don't know what more they could do. Everyone's situation is different. They could definitely make it easier, I think, for filling out stuff. Because I know, like, there's things that I didn't even know I could apply for. Like, I didn't know all this time I could have applied to get put back on my public health care service plan, like through the military, to have all the medical stuff covered until they basically were like, oh, this was just this past year. They basically officially medically retired me. And they're like, oh, so keep using your blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't have that. You guys canceled it. Oh, well, you should have applied for that. Oh, great. No one told me that. I'm like, so all this time, I didn't have to be paying out of pocket for most of this stuff. Awesome. So things like that, it could definitely be streamlined. I wish like there was a way to, but then I think that comes down to getting a case manager that cares. Because I've had case managers who have applied for things for me without even telling me until after they have applied. And then I'm like, I get all the notifications and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, oh, I was going to call you. This is for this is for that. This will help you this way. This will help you this way. This will make sure that this is covered. And I'm like, awesome. And I've had ones who are like, well, you haven't really complained about your shoulder in a couple years. And it looks like here that you deferred treatment to go on a course. I'm like, yeah. Have you ever were you ever in the military, ma'am? No. Yeah, okay, well, you see, there's this thing called, you get blacklisted if you turn down a course or whatever, and they basically fucking stall your whole career. So, and I was young, dumb, and stupid, like in my early 20s, mid-20s. So I was like, yeah, sure, man, my shoulder's perfect. Warrant, put me on that fucking leadership course. I'm good to go. Shortly after that, I asked for a new case manager, and the next one I got was much better and actually helped me a lot. And his name is Michael, too, actually, which was kind of funny. Us Michaels need to stick together. But I think that's what it comes down to. I think that comes down to anything and most things in life. You need to find a person on the other end that actually cares about their job and actually has empathy to want to help you. Because I find you get some of these fucking people who act like, I mean, they treat it like an insurance company, which I get, cool, whatever. But then you get these people who work for them who act like it's their money coming out of their pocket. I had one doctor tell me, I asked for an MRI on my shoulder, and he's like, well, I think it's too early for that, and it costs a lot of money, taxpayers' dollars, or just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, I asked for a referral. I'm like, I want a referral to a specialist, blah, blah, blah. I had an MRI done within like a month. And I told that doctor what that guy said, and he's like, you might want to find a new doctor. And I did. I found a new family doctor. Just fuck that shit. I pay taxes. I served my country. If I wanted an MRI for an injury that I incurred while serving my country, I'm sorry. I think I'm entitled to that. Anyway, I try to stay positive. It's one of those weeks, though. But yeah, I can hear the dryer beeping, so I think that's it for me for today. Like I said, guys, check out that survey if you are a Canadian Armed Force veteran or an RCMP veteran or the family member of a veteran of one of those two, or even a currently serving one. I think it's very, very important. Also, check out Steam. A lot of good winter sales going on right now. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good weekend. As always, reach out. Ask for help if you need it. Don't be afraid. I'm going to cut it short today because I am cold. But I am going to try to come on, I think this afternoon, to play some more Elden Ring. We have some cleaning up to do in Caelid for my 100% item playthrough. As well as a short update on my novel I'm currently writing. We hit a little over 16,000 words last night. I sat down last night getting ready to write the second scene of chapter 6, and I legit, for like a good 20 minutes, I sat there like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I mean, I had an idea of what I wanted to convey, or what I wanted to tell, I guess. I just didn't know how to start it. But then once I started it, it was like, I think I ended up with like a little over 450 words last night. And it's funny because at one point I was like, I don't even think I'm going to get 5 words down tonight. And then next thing I knew, I did scene 2 of chapter 6, finished it off, and then started scene 3 of chapter 6 and got a good 100 words into that, which is going to be a pretty revealing scene, I think, if it goes the way that it's playing out in my head. Yo, what up, Top? Yeah, I remember you. How you doing? What's up? How's your Friday? Yes, guys, if you haven't hit that like button already, hit that like button. Goes a long way. I'm good, and you? I'm good, man. I mean, it's the end of the week. Couldn't come any sooner. Except for now, the kids are going to be out of school, which means they're going to be home all day, which means I'm going to go crazy. Mind you, 2 of them are home all day anyway, so it's just now it'll be 4 of them. And one of them's a teenager, so he won't be really home all day. He'll be out doing teenager things. I have holidays for 3 weeks. You guys get 3 weeks off? They get 2 weeks off here. I think they go back on January 5th. If I read that correctly. I'll have to verify tomorrow. Any big plans for the week, for the holidays? Gonna be traveling or just kind of chilling out? Guess which country I come from? India. You're gonna go skiing? Skiing. I haven't gone skiing in a long time. Oh, you're from Switzerland? No way. I was gonna say, when you said I'm gonna go skiing, I was gonna change in my head. I was like, I should just say Switzerland, and I was like, whatever. They'll tell me. That's funny. I'd love to go to Switzerland one day. I've never been. The closest I've been is like, I did a tour of Europe back in 2008, and I started in London, which I know isn't technically Europe, but we started in London. Then we took the ferry over from Dover to France, drove through France all the way down to like Nice, and then went into Italy, all the way down to Venice, and then back up, drove through Austria, and then into the Netherlands. And then I flew to Ireland after that. But I'd love to go to Switzerland. I like the mountain. I like that whole. It's weird because I grew up by the ocean, so I admire the ocean, love the ocean. But at the same time, right now I live like 4 hours from the Rocky Mountains, and every time I go, it's just breathtaking. It's very expensive. Oh, I bet, yeah. I bet. I mean, I feel like it's expensive everywhere right now. Oh yeah, we have snow. It snowed the last few days. We got 30 centimeters the other night, and then I think another 7 or 8 last night. So yeah, we got snow. I've shoveled my walkway more times than I'd like to count, and my back feels it. My back, my knees. Lemon squeeze. It snowed nothing. No, you have no snow, except for up on the mountains, I'm guessing. Yeah, we got quite a bit of snow. Coda. Only in the mountains? Yeah, I wish. I wish ours were only in the mountains. But yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, no, yeah, that's just, yeah, it's fun. Whatever though. It's only for what, another, let's see, January, February, March, April, like another 4 months. Big deal. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I was saying, not much else planned for this weekend other than, like, Christmas lights, maybe a game night. Just chill, right? Work on my book. Try to get in the Christmas spirit a little bit, maybe a little bit more. And I need to work on my motivation. I'm struggling lately, but we're working on it. That's what you do. You work. Shit don't come easy, that's for sure. But top, I'm gonna call it here for the day. Thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate that again. It was good talking to you again. I'll be back Monday, because it is the weekend. I don't usually do anything on the weekends. Doing this anyway. I'll be back possibly this afternoon to do a live stream of Elden Ring. We'll see. In the meantime, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Again, check out that sleep study if you are a veteran, a Canadian Force veteran, or an RCMP veteran, or a family member of a veteran. It's a pretty big study. Links in the description. Check it out. As I always say, light the flame, pour the tea, and share a story. Love you guys. Peace. Enjoy the story. Hi, Ruzo. Bye, Ruzo. Love you, Faisa. Chicka chicka lula.